Hey everyone, it's Kim, the Homeschoolinggrammy, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what we read in the month of December. So stick around and we'll get started. Okay, so let's start with the finished pile. So yes, Prince, he wants to be in the video today, so we're gonna let him. So anyways, let's start with the finished pile. The first one I'm going to just put a picture of up here because I gifted this book to somebody else, so they're enjoying it. And the name of the book I had to write down was Jake and the Gingerbread Wars by E.G. Foley, and that book was so much fun. We had a blast reading that book. I highly suggest it. I was like on the fence about it, but we ended up absolutely loving it. So since it's a Christmas theme, I'll go ahead and tell you about the next book that we finished, and it was The Girl Who Saved Christmas by Matt Haig. This too was a really good book. Great book. Super, super cute. Matter of fact, I'll read you a little synopsis from the back. It was her Christmas spirit that gave Santa the extra boost of magic he needed to make his first trip around the world. But now Amelia is in trouble. When her mother falls ill, she is sent to the workhouse to toil under cruel Mr. Creeper, and it's not long before her hope begins to drain away. As Christmas approaches, magic levels dip dangerously low at the North Pole, and Santa knows that something is gravely wrong. With the help of his trusty reindeer, a curious cat, and Charles Dickens, he sets out to find Amelia, the only girl who might be able to save Christmas. But first, Amelia must learn to believe again. And we really enjoyed this book too. Just super fun. Fun. Okay, so on to other books that we finished. For our music, and this is just something that I picked up because we're doing composers. So we finished Getting to Know the World's Greatest Composers, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And this was fun. Fun little book to do. Didn't take us long. And then, of course, if you are a regular subscriber to my channel, you will know that I'm totally in love with the Anne of Green Gables series. Let's just put it out there. So we finished Anne of Avonlea. And then the next book that we finished is actually part of our Sunlight curriculum. It's A Story of Denmark Sticks Across the Chimney by Nora Berglund. And this book too was so good. Hope loved it as well. I just love the things that we're getting to read in Sunlight. It's been so much fun. I'm going to give you a little synopsis of this book too, because even if you're not, if you don't use Sunlight, you don't need to use Sunlight to read these books. I would suggest picking this book up. It was really good. When young Siri and Eric and their widowed mother buy a deserted farm with an ancient Viking grave mound on the land, they have no idea of the challenges and adventures that await them. First, they must use their wits and humor to survive without money, as well as deal with superstitious townspeople. Later, they participate in mysterious and exciting events that lead to the opening of the mound and the discovery of unbelievable ancient Viking treasures. So yeah, you should check this one out too. Super fun. Okay, so now let's move on to the ones that we have started. We started in the month of December, but haven't finished yet. And that's because, it's Christmas time. We've taken 2 weeks off. We're still off. I'm actually filming this on New Year's Eve. Hope is actually getting ready to come home today. Super excited. Okay, so here are the ones that we have started. The first one, again, we're doing composers, and the next composer that we are moving on to is Johann Sebastian Bach. So we have started reading Getting to Know the World's Greatest Composers, Johann Sebastian Bach. And I suggest these books. They're fun, they're pretty quick, but they're full of information. Super good books. And of course, Anne of Green Gables fan, we moved on to the next book, and we're now reading Anne of the Island. And for Sunlight, this is one of the read alouds that we're doing for Sunlight. And this is an Usborne Library of Fantasy and Adventure, The Tales of Robin Hood. I'm not a big Robin Hood fan, let's be honest. And I thought, well, you know, I'll read it and I'll like it better if I just read it aloud. Hope feels the same way I feel. And so I've had Poppy read a couple of chapters and he's kind of like, I'm not so sure I like this book. But, you know, which was funny coming from Poppy. I really thought Poppy would like it, but we're almost done. We are like seriously close to being done. And I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just not one of my favorites. And so the next book is one that Hope is doing. This is her reader from the reading portion of Sunlight, and it's called The Viking Adventure by Clive Robert Beulah. And she said she's really liking this. So I haven't yet come across any of the readers from Sunlight that she has said to me, Grammy, I really don't like that book. She hasn't said that so far. Okay, everyone, that's all that we read or are reading and have been reading, etc., whatever, for the month of December. I hope that this video was a blessing to you. God bless. Happy New Year. And I will talk to you soon.